Hey everybody, today on Henry's HowTos, I'm going to show you how to make mozzarella cheese. Let's get straight into it. So the first thing I'm going to do is prepare our ingredients. So I'm going to do this recipe based on 3 litres of full cream milk. Now what I've got in front of me here is 2 containers. They each have a 1/4 cup of cold water. Now into one container we want to put about 2 teaspoons of citric acid. And we want to let that dissolve. Now just into the other container I'm going to put 1 rennet tablet. Now rennet comes from the stomach of the calf. It's an enzyme and it's very important in cheese making, so it's very important. You just need to stir that so it dissolves. And we can move on to our stove now. So in front of me, as I said, I have 3 litres of full cream milk. Now make sure you are using regular milk. Don't use anything that's ultra pasteurized, like ultra heat treated, long life milk and so on. It's not going to work. Also don't use skim milk because you're just wasting your time. You need the fat for this. So very important that we use a thermometer for this because we need to get the right temperature. And what we're going to do is stir our citric acid water mixture. And we want to get that straight into our milk. Now just turn the heat on your stove. We want to very slowly heat our milk to about 35 degrees Celsius. It's just roughly under 100 Fahrenheit. And you just gently want to stir this. Okay, so once you get to 35 degrees, we'll take the thermometer out. And what we're going to do is get our rennet. We want to stir it again, make sure it's dissolved, and pour all that straight in. And you can see it's starting to curdle. Now we just want to stir this for about 30 seconds, just very gently. And after 30 seconds, all we need to do is just cover this. And we want to let that rest there for about 30 minutes because we need that to thicken up. And you'll see what it looks like. Okay, so it's been 30 minutes now, so we'll just take this off. And just have a look at that. So guys, what we're going to do now is get a sharp knife. And we just want to cut into the curd like that. And then the other way. So what we're going to do now is put the thermometer back. And we're going to heat the milk up again. So we just want to very gently stir this. And we want to warm it up until it reaches 40 degrees Celsius. So just around 105 Fahrenheit. So once it hits 40 degrees, we'll take the thermometer out again. We just want to continue carefully stirring this for about another minute. So we're just going to strain this now. So I've just got some cheesecloth here in a strainer. And all we're doing is getting that excess liquid out. So that's what we're left with after straining it. So we just want to get that out of our cheesecloth. Try to scrape it as well, just so we don't have any wastage. And I'm just going to add half a teaspoon of salt to this for flavour. We just want to mix this. And get it all out. And I'm just going to transfer it into a plastic container. Now there are 2 ways of doing this. A lot of the time people will just put this into hot water, heat it up, but I prefer the microwave method. So we'll get this, put it straight into the microwave for 30 seconds. And place it straight back into our bowl. Now as you can see I'm wearing gloves. Make sure you're wearing gloves because it's going to get very hot. So all we're doing now is we want to strain the excess liquid out. So just keep pushing And we'll just strain it again. Once you strain it like so, we'll put it straight back into our container. And we just want to microwave it again for 20 seconds. And as you can see, we have more liquid, so we'll strain that again. And straight back into the microwave again for another 20 seconds. And at this point, you'll see it's very soft. So what we want to do is just knead it. And stretch it at the same time too. Just like that. Now if you find that it's getting too cold, just put it back into the microwave for another 20 seconds. And eventually, guys, you'll see it will start to get nice and shiny on the outside like that. That's what we want. Once you're happy with it, just grab it with your finger and your thumb like that. Just push them together like that. And that's our ball of mozzarella ready. And the trick now, get a bowl of cold water with ice, place your mozzarella straight in. What this will do is just stop that entire cooking process and just let it set. Once you've let that cool down, guys, just get some cling wrap. And you want to place that straight in like that and just wrap it. And just place that straight into the fridge. Now, as for storage, you can only get about 3 or 4 days out of this refrigerated, although mozzarella can be frozen. So if you're doing a big batch, it's probably easier because you can just freeze it. It'll just save you the headache from doing it again. So guys, once you're ready to serve it, we'll just unwrap it. And using a very sharp knife, we just want to slice it like so. And just look at that goodness there. And just like that, we've made a very simple caprese salad. And that's all there is to it, guys. It's a massive difference compared to what you'll buy at the shops. It is a fun recipe to do because you can appreciate how cheese is actually made. So I do suggest give it a try. I hope you like that, guys. Please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Facebook, Snapchat and Instagram. If you've got any comments or suggestions, just leave them at the bottom and I'll see you all next time.